even if they're to drop some maps in the officials. This is all experience moving forward for these FaZe guys trying to put together a Hail Mary for the major. Pistol round is live, and Heroic have got some ground towards Cave. Simple's dualies can't get a kill.
It's going to be Youngstar coming out on top. Close game yesterday for Heroic against the Falcons, at least the first two maps. We've got Frozen putting pressure on LNZ.
Yeah, he's getting wrapped upon though from Cave, yeah.
Getting pushed by Tanir.
You never knew. Tanir was just hiding in that corner. Perfect pistol round. Kerrigan's going to try and bring it back. 3 versus 4, and you still have Elige watching for the fallback, and he'll spot this.
Straight in the middle, but Tanir lands a blinder. Release gets taken down at the red room. We got Skulls and Kerrigan trying to win this one 2v4. Heroic with the bomb leaping into the A bomb site. Tanir's going to commit to it. There's one flash being set up here for Skulls to peek out of CT. Tanir going to be cleared out straight away. So great shot from Skulls, but xFloud has the distraction set up, and so it all falls to Kerrigan. He's got no kid on his back, and that bomb is planted safely for the donut post-plant setup. Flash to the sky. Some Pious not to peek. Kerrigan spots him out, taps on the defuse again. And at this point, he's been drawn into the open. Kerrigan! Oh, if he landed that one bullet on some Pious, but he can't do it. So close, but yet so far for Kerrigan.
He actually had it. Yeah, if he hits that bullet, that low HP, that would have been a nice kill, and I think there's still plenty of time for the defuse even without a kid. So Kerrigan almost pieces it together.
There we go.
With CCT at Mesa Nomadic. So very cool run for Heroic and very good showing so far at Dallas. And a chance to ruin the dream storyline for FaZe with Simple stepping into the roster. Everyone hyped up for that one. They've got a chance to deny them the playoff stage.
Well, 4v4 as some Pious looks to try and increase the advantage here for Heroic. He will do so by taking Skulls down. Simple yet to pick up a frag, maybe with a CZ. Can do it, and that's clean. Quick double headshot coming in. He's going to be taken down by Tanir. And Kerrigan pushing through the smoke, 5-7 into an upgraded M4A1. And Kerrigan can't quite finish off that final kill on the ramp, and so now Elige is into a 1v2.
Oh, he's going to try and beat the Molotov, but he takes his time. And Youngster's able to work up the courage to swing around the smoke. 3-0 for Heroic. That round got dicey, but they still come out on top. But now you get the guns for FaZe.
But it's rifles out for FaZe. AWP for Simple. Did some decent work with the AWP on Ancient on the CT side a couple of days ago. xFloud can we make his way out of elbow, applying pressure towards Donut where Elige is currently standing, just jiggle peeking. Spotting with his shoulder, and then he'll drop that utility as soon as he spots xFloud. But the pressure's on here for Elige. Forced back, in fact, cut through. And so Frozen now, you can see how panicked he is. He has to fight through A main and Donut, and he won't get a single fight going his way. So FaZe get destroyed.
Yeah, the only safety he could have found was towards A main. He had to take that duel, especially stuck out in the open. But you're exactly right. Simple and Skulls haven't even moved from the B bomb site. Kerrigan spraying with his rabbit's foot in hand, hoping to get lucky, and that will not occur. So plant goes down, save is called for FaZe, and 2 clean entries on the A bomb site gets Heroic a 4th. Yeah, this Group B is brutal.
Smoke blown open in mid. Elige trying to spam down xFloud. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught. xFloud very confident to move up and take this space.
This is great for Heroic. You're loving this. You have B lane control. Second step, you put xFloud in advanced position. Little bit of an up engagement, and Simple comes out on top. No question.
Frozen going to continue his push through A main. 44 seconds left round the back. Simple going to be holding down for LNZ. xFloud is the playmaker right now. He's got the space all the way through red. Youngstar keeping the pressure up, making sure that flank around the elbow isn't going to be too effective. xFloud's play through right, caught by Elige. Skull's able to step up alongside of him. Youngstar making the space into the site. Elige not ready for how deep he is, but still has a chance to recover. Youngstar's still going to win that duel, and they realize that they know that Frozen was aggressive behind elbow early, so Youngstar goes back to watch A main.
Kind of a weird situation, but Heroic have a good shot at this. Kerrigan's isolated. This fight with Tanir is everything. If he can hold on to Donut, there's strength for Heroic in the post plant, but a big win, and the follow-up from Frozen. Heroic almost worked himself into position.
Obviously, yesterday he brought out the sirens as well.
Yeah, the sirens were in full effect yesterday. Shouting about weak post plants. We'll see if we get back into that.
Missed shot. Now towards heaven. Simple's going to drop back into the donut. He's not alone. He's got Frozen with him.
Yeah, but a little bit scary. A Molotov thrown here can put this in a really awkward situation. Elige has got one off angle over in red room as the smoke clears. That one lands not where he wants it, but it still kind of accomplishes the same thing. But once again, the gap at the A bomb site. And it's Youngster to go all the way through Temple.
Oh, Elige couldn't handle the second, but at least getting one inside of mid keeps it an even number game. And now Simple getting caught because Youngster was so deep into the bomb site. He's going to pick up the AWP and go for the follow-up, and Youngster nails it. Frozen gone. Skulls left 1v3, and it's not around. He feels like he can win, so he backs away, and we've got a 5-1 scoreline for Heroic.
This is the lack of cohesion and understanding and experience playing together for the FaZe team. That's twice now we've seen that gap opened up, this time exploited in a big way for Youngster.
And he's going to be quite confident to fight. He pushes out, takes some space in mid. Carrigan getting a fight going down inside. Jaggy's going to take a double. Great work from Carrigan before he gets traded out by Youngstar.
Yeah, he's been putting some work in the DMs, hasn't he? Nice little flick from Simple. Not the hardest shot, but he makes it look good. X-Floud in engagement towards Donut. He'll go down to Elige. And quickly, Sun Pius, the last one left alive. And FaZe has had some very convincing wins. Sun Pius will keep the op. Second round for FaZe. 2 of the last 3 in their favor as this defense starts to get its feet planted. A little bit of money is going to build up.
Good kill, man. And that's great early on, but you want that to change pretty quickly. You want to get some of the other players firing. Elige going down into mid with Frozen. In fact, Frozen with a quick jump up onto the ledge. He's gone all the way down into the B lane. They line up, and he's got both. Great opening here from Frozen. Followed up by Elige in the elbow, and that's as good as done.
Just stuffs him. Just stuffs him with aggression at the point of attack at those initial choke points. First step of map control. Back-to-back rounds, FaZe has opened up with a double. Kerrigan in the last, now Frozen's aggression yields 2.
It's good to see some life early on because it looked like Heroic were starting to build a really solid start into the game. One that, if it continued, would likely be too much for FaZe to recover from because that's what we've seen versus Liquid, right? We've seen a lot of close rounds on the CT side for FaZe. They could have made a competitive first half, but they didn't get enough done versus Liquid, despite their second half looking strong. Here's Frozen up on the ledge, getting into the heaven position again. This time Frozen unable to get the opening kill. Elige getting traded after one. And so Heroic have come out on top of those mid-fights.
Yeah, but Simple's still here over in Donut. He's got the AWP, hit some banging shots yesterday.
But he has to come back through Donut, and they're taking their time. Utility's coming in. It's giving him a few extra seconds to get back in position. And Simple, he'll land the shot, but not enough damage, and he gets around the corner just about. Here comes the rifle. And Simple goes down alongside Carrigan and Skulls 1v3, now just arriving at the Donut.
Yeah, Simple's going to be frustrated. Got the leg shot, wanted to drop the nade to clean it up, but he's heard the footsteps, the space being taken in front of him. Kerrigan comes over to try and bail him out of a sticky situation. Can't do it.
And now this is a triangle of death in the post plant as well.
He's got a smoke. He's got utility.
Some Pius has gone back over towards red. Utility's being dropped. They know Skulls is coming out of Donut, so some Pius starts that flank. He accelerates in behind, and the time is ticking. Skulls is going to try and come out. Good first kill on Tanir. He's got a smoke, turn back, got the read on some Pius, but some Pius is still going to take that headshot. Time is ticking a little bit too far gone anyway. Here goes Carrigan aggression into the B lane. X-Flood to trade it immediately.
Yeah, but now Skulls has control. Good, deep, quiet walk. Simple's up. Then Jaguar watching the angle. Skulls making noise as he falls back, not hiding his decision to go passive. Simple now. Oh, he thought it was going to be a wider swing. Molotov is going to force him back. An awkward fight. X-Floud just toys with him.
4v3 right now for Heroic, looking comfortable enough with 1:10 left. Bomb is going to be trying to go over towards A. Elige crossing into the open, missed shot. Can he get a follow-up? Elige gets back around the corner, got the cover, and that's huge from Elige. Flips this completely back in favor of FaZe Clan because that's the bomb going down in A main. Skulls wins his fight against Tanir, and it all falls to X-Floud. He's been loud out of the server, trying to get loud in it. Elige right in front of him, drops the fire at his feet. It's actually worked out pretty well for Elige. Oh, even better with a quick switch, and Elige has killed himself. Oh, he's 1G'd himself.
It's fine. It's fine, right? It's all good. I mean,
no, surely this doesn't lead to an X-Flog clutch.
He's got a chance.
No way this leads to an X-Flog clutch. Not like this. FaZe comes in and makes sure that doesn't become one of the most infamous moments here in Dallas.
So they simplify. All 5 players towards the B bomb site. No spread default, no mid control. Just an execute.
Karrigan pulls out the 5-7, and that's enough. Shuts down 3 as they run in towards him. Sampai's doing what he can. But Karrigan, what a game he's having on the CT side, Jason. 14-6 right now.
And if you're heroic, you're probably sat there and like coming into this game, you're like, you know what? If Karrigan's going to be the one to beat us, fine. We'll take that loss. Let's just not get smoked by Simple. Let's not like feed Elige too much. Not the biggest in the world. Still just playing together, making sure they can always play a 3-on-1.
But he still has a chance to get into that A bomb site with no one close by.
But
he will have time to also get a post plant position here.
You need a couple things, right? You need to get this bomb plant, and you're going to have to take some risks that nobody's, you're just going to have to stick it and hope nobody's here, which is correct. But now you have to make a decision if you're Sampai's of where do you find a kill? You want to get 1 kill before you hunker down into like a donut position, a temple position to play the bomb defuse. You want to thin this out just a little bit. And Sampai's hasn't chosen to get aggressive anywhere, so now he's got a really tough task, especially because Karrigan's coming in for this long flank through A main, which you'll never expect.
Yeah, taking the time, being composed in this one. Sampai's needs something special. There's the first kill on Simple. Cover up the big box. He's got the info. He knows where they are, but he just couldn't get the kill on Frozen. But yeah, a little bit of a relief moment there for Karrigan right at the end. A tight game we have here, FaZe versus Heroic. Gonna be crossing into the middle, not seeing too much as they continue to push forward, but here comes the FaZe B execution. Elige's going to be at the front of the attack, his teammates following in now. X-Flog getting involved in that long-range duel, but Karrigan not slowing down. There we go. Another double from Karrigan.
He's having quite a game. The boost up is successful for the first. Takes a gush. Down to 35 HP. A man down on the retake as well. There's 1 kit on LNZ. He's got smoke
here he
also,
comes.
but they've got to create the opportunity to get it.
That's the kit. That's the kit at the back. Simple trying to drop LNZ. Hasn't been able to do it. It's a difficult shot, I guess, but here comes Frozen to drop off the box. Karrigan, another one. Simple chiming in. Youngstar going down inside of the site.
And it's so valuable to his team right now in this close affair. He is keeping them alive on the map, waiting for players to join him, waiting for players to wake up and get them over the finish line. MP9 on Tanier to defend. And he's got 4 players coming right at him.
Tanier blinded, kept behind the sign. Tanier loses 5 of his health, drops back into the donut smoke, and eventually Skulls is going to find him. And of course, it's a headshot. So FaZe going to stay composed. Simple just fake tapping the bomb just to see if there's anybody else, any other traps laid. But
just being extra cautious, isn't he?
He's
like,
all good.
I'm not going to get fooled by anything. Y'all want to come through the smoke, I'll be ready. However, a little bit of a trap at the end of the round being set up by Heroic. All 3 players ready for exit kills. Want to take guns away. Want to turn this victory into some sort of loss for FaZe. Elige very aware of the possibility. Simple walking forward. There's the swing. Only 1 kill. Karrigan, he's low on HP. Oh, Heroic, you might take tons away from FaZe at the end. And now Skulls is smoked off. And they've got to fight to get away from the bomb blast. Here comes Frozen.
Yeah, nice and clean towards the end, at least taking the final 2 plays, staying alive with 2. But yeah, decent damage there from Heroic.
No sirens yet today, despite the fragging from Karrigan.
No, he's a bulldozer today, not an ambulance.
Okay.
Straight up bulldozer, flattening Heroic at the moment.
21 kills on Karrigan, 16 rounds in.
So ridiculous. Here comes Frozen and Skulls. Now they're going to walk out of A main into Tanier. The clean kill on the first and the second. Can't be bad to that if you're Tanier. X-Flog's going to back him up with a kill at Donut. And now we've got Elige and Simple with a recovery mission that is mission impossible.
Oh, Tanier's a beast, man. I mean, taking down Frozen and Skulls where they have kind of a bait set up for the trade. You take both of them in open mid-range fights, then you find Elige. That's 3 very tough players to beat in heads-up duels. Great round from Tanier with a triple. Simple can't land the taps, and that's a 7th round for Heroic, and that's exactly how it was drawn up in the timeout. All 5 players survive.
And they've got to realize they can't reboost again. So Simple's going to change the position up and look for a close angle fight against Youngstar. Nice shot. Simple's got the opener, but now he's committed to that ramp position.
That's what you like to see out of Simple. Mentioned he's had a quiet game, not a whole lot of impact. That's a big boy opening kill with the op. Alige, Kerrigan, and Simple to utilize B ramp.
Tanier has a very quick flank here. A very quick flank through the back of elbow. If his teammates can hold on, if he can delight him at the cave here, Tanier's flank could prove absolutely lethal. There comes the crossfire, and eventually cleared out by FaZe with that double kill. So it's all Tanier, and with his teammates not holding on, a 1v4 is impossible here for Tanier.
Yeah, he needed a little bit more time, a little bit more resistance to make that flank really have impact. So stalled out by the smoke, and he'll just tuck himself into the corner. No kit, no reason to go for this. But because Heroic survived with 5 in the previous round, they'll have another buy in the next one. So not out of it just yet, but FaZe hit double digits on the scoreboard.
Mid-control.
Failed run boost.
Taken here for Heroic. They've got 3 players going down into it. Looking to challenge Alige. Sustaining heavy damage, but he's got a Frozen. They're going to move out together. Xflout cleaved away. A lot of pressure on LNC's shoulders as he is the solo B player now over towards Cave. Mid-control continues to be in control of Frozen's hands. Simple getting caught, but Frozen mowing them down. Okay, Frozen, that's one hell of a round. 4 already. And he might just get the ace as well. He's close to LNZ, who's in the cave, but Kerrigan's going to go in. Gets the information of where he is.
I think Kerrigan just yelled at him to go get it. Oh, no, he's saying go A, go A, go A. So they're going to get the bomb planted, but meanwhile, Frozen's like, I will go get it.
I'm going to stick around here, see if he comes back into the cave and collect all 5 kills. LNZ not thinking about winning this round at all. Just looking to hold on to the AK-47.
The mid-round patience from FaZe is rewarded so well. I mean, Heroic just lost the nerve to stand pat, and Frozen, he might just get his ace.
He's going to pick it up nearly. Okay, LNZ denies that, so...
that's a bummer.
Yeah, unlucky. Still a great round for Frozen.
Still a great round, yeah.
Still a fantastic round. Great time for the timeout as well. You've got to realize this is one of your best opportunities to close out the map. Look at Heroic's money. It's not in a great spot. Left some for a buy in the next round, so they're going to throw some aggression into the mix. LNZ with that saved AK-47 getting away with 1. Xflout sustained heavy damage. He has to retreat away. He can't stay inside of A main.
Actually, the engagement turns out pretty even. Both teams lose a player, both teams get a player dinked down to about 20 HP. Unfortunately for Heroic, it's just worse because they've only got pistols to back up this single rifle remaining in their hands. And FaZe will be patient behind these smokes. Gonna let this utility get bled dry, although that's a good dink on a Simple. 2 players now low, so even though you're at a disadvantage in terms of weaponry, in terms of manpower, if you get lucky enough to find a Legion Simple in a chaotic fight, this can get brought back really quickly.
And how do FaZe decide to play this? They've got time, 50 seconds on the clock. Pius is just having a look over towards A to make sure they haven't fallen back and rotated to that final position.
Checking to see if they were falling back and transitioning from the B bomb site towards A really quickly before committing himself here. All 3 players of Heroic on this defense.
There's going to be a bloodbath. Simple's blood first. 30 seconds. Is there any way that FaZe can get out of this? Kerrigan searching for the exit plan. They run, they go aggressive. Alige with a no-scope. Skulls to follow up, and just some Pius. Can he step up on his own? 20 seconds as the bomb goes into the bomb site. Alige not able to connect the shot. So Pius runs down. 1 inside of the bomb site, but recovered by Kerrigan at the end.
A Simple hyping up Kerrigan after that win. That's a much-needed headshot from Kerrigan because Alige was very low on HP and not known to be an AWPer. All right, Kerrigan, maybe going for another entry. Tricky position. He can bust out with any timing he wants. And just now, but Youngstar spotted the head and dinked him, cleaned him up. 4 defenders at this B bomb site, which means middle is wide open and Alige is taking advantage of that. There's that mobile defense Steele was outlining on the desk as well. The attention to push at B, falling back to middle.
Simple stepping up, missing the shot. Can Alige follow up and respond to the missed kill? And yes, he gets 1, but it's not enough. And that'll be a convincing round victory from Heroic.
Yeah, it really is. Slid into the fight. Simple couldn't handle it with the timing.
Some Pius with the aggressive A main play with his AWP. Misses the opportunity. He's going to drop back. Alige, good entry. Traded by Tanier. Central frag to keep Heroic even.
Very important trade, but FaZe love that.
Oh, the
Love
shot.
coming out on the top, and he spotted Sunpius, who walks right into it. Gave Simple the kill on a silver platter.
And he's just going to kill, but Tanir, he's already out. He's in front of the molly, but it's going to be covered off. Frozen's got him. Follow-up utility coming in. FaZe looking to close it out. LNC and Youngstar running back into this one, but Youngstar's gone, and it's Simple to close it out. On this day of USI, the siren sound as FaZe Clan take the opening map. Elvish Guy and Pilsky here on the mic. We're a little bit of Australian action.
If you were missing Australia, we got it for you.
And we got Simple winning down in the connectors. So he's already got the opener. Youngster's going to try and trade that back in Elise just around the corner here.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wonder if seeing skulls, it gives him the indication that somebody's close up, right? Oh, yeah, it does. He swings hard, pre-firing Elise, and that's a great equalizer. And look at the pinch. Skulls has no idea because nobody was ever in mid. And all of a sudden, from a man advantage to lost bomb site and bomb planted, FaZe is in trouble.
Yeah, suddenly they find themselves in a very difficult position. Carrigan's still alive, though. The carry. He's still around and still kicking.
2 maps in a row. Are we going to get that out of Carrigan?
Let's wait and see. It would be something unbelievable. Here comes Simple into the camera. Carrigan going in. It's Simple and Frozen with a couple of kills. And just like that, FaZe flip it back.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Carrigan with the double. Simple with the double. Beautiful shooting from the pair of them. Coming up canals as we speak. 2 attacking from B main. It's Frozen and Carrigan alone to defend. They've got counter utility. Frozen has smoke and HE grenade. But it looks like it's going to come out late. Or perfect is the nade.
Yeah, nade goes in, softens them up, breaks them apart as they start to run in. It's Carrigan on the cleanup from the back of the site. 2 again. Elige this time nipping in from connector. Bombs loose. Tanir goes into the open. Elige will commit to the headshot.
So it's cool here in the comms of FaZe in that situation as well. I'm hoping they get it, the viewers at home, but default towards middle, and they're going to come right through this deep smoke. Xflout and LNZ going to start stepping through. Simple looking for the boost, but they're coming low. Flashbanged off the angle and can't get away in time. And Elige is now in a tough spot. Converts for 1.
All the pressure right on. He was committed into the open angle in the middle. Elise gets 1 kill, but it's not enough to put FaZe in a comfortable spot here. You're going to need to step up.
It forces Skulls to get aggressive in A main to find some safety away from camera. No one stepped into his crosshair just yet, but with all the utility down over in middle, Heroic's going to pause. They're going to wait.
Yeah, Frozen clearing out connector. He's got Carrigan coming alongside of him as well.
This is basically the only push available to him, but with a minute left on the clock.
They're going to try and combine with Skulls. Does he catch a good timing? Youngstar goes back, catches Carrigan, has the read on the potential A play as well. In fact, he goes back again. Damage done under the connector plane with Xflout taking that frag on Frozen. The B-bomb site's open as they have the info on Skulls. And Skulls not able to amount to much in that situation. So the first round on the board here for Heroic.
And this gives them so much freedom where they've had issues at the B bomb site. Now Elige in this spot is just like, guys, we don't have to worry about it too much. They can come dark, sure, but I have all the information.
Here's Xflout catching Elige's B push. Doesn't work out here for FaZe. That's one of the rifles gone, and the other's low in HP.
Do they continue with his A hit? They were going to turn this corner, and Simple's op was posted, but that kill causes them to pause.
It's got to be a big step up here, but the utility comes in and cancels out any impact he can have from heaven. He has to fall back in behind that, and the rifle's gone, so Simple goes into the fire. They know the op is there, and he's going to start retreating because this round's done.
And they should hunt. They should hunt off the back of this. You knew the op was close over to the A bomb site. It's going to back away through the beach. So already Heroic is on their heels, pushing forward. Xflout hasn't cut them off on the other side of the map quite yet, but he's in position to. And if FaZe can't save this op into the next round, if they can't keep it in Simple's hands, they won't have it as a resource.
Oh, Simple's gone. That's the op down for a second here in Frozen. Desperately trying to hang on to it, but he won't. He won't be able to do it. There's too many targets coming at him. Eventually, that AWP is going to be taken out of his hands, and nothing saved over that AWP. So it's going to be rifles for FaZe Clan. That's the only option they have. And the push through mid has not been detected yet. Look how deep they've got. LNZ and Xflout are now arriving in the temple. Simple's going to spot it, but he gets eradicated.
And now the defense of the B bomb site can't really defend anything.
Alicia's got to step up, gets into the jail. There's still a little bit of time for Heroic to stay composed.
What do you do?
Alicia's just stuck in a hellish position here. He's going to eventually be taken out. Frozen does well to get a double. He's still alive, still kicking. Carrigan coming in to try and step up with him, but in the end, it's Heroic taking frags and taking round wins.
All right, massive weakness at the B bomb site for FaZe. Heroic is just leaning on it right now, and it's racking him up rounds. 4 straight and forces the timeout out of FaZe.
Yeah, they now realize there's no one here, and they're going to try and start sprinting a couple of players back over to the A site. They actually got some numbers there
Carrigan,
in time.
he's been smoked down. Okay, he's just got it in time.
Yeah, so he's going to slow them down even more. And so the rotation is now arriving. So a shot at damage here for FaZe. P250 good for 1. Carrigan's 5-7. Nothing found from that. But instead it's the Simple Deagle. And he's cracking skulls open. It's now Sampaius winning around the corner. 2 from Simple. Can he get a third on Sampaius? It's an awkward fight. And the reload as the head tucks down. Sampaius gets it into a 1v1 fight. The Spaniards, the back of the side. He had 1 bullet left. 1 bullet. And he nails it right between the eyes.
That's some beautiful tapping from Sampaius. All right, young star. Footsteps heard by Skulls, so he hustles around the corner, a little bit worried. Lurk smoke for some space. Alige gets pulled into a double doors peek. X-Floud, a chance to take down 2, and he will. Alige and Simple, huge scalps to take, and Heroic still, nothing will stop them on Anubis.
This T-side is building beautifully now for Heroic. All 5 players staying alive. 6-3 scoreline. Money in the bin again for FaZe. Half by territory. Well, let's see if FaZe can grab that extra round here. A buys in. No AWP. I mean, that was the key yesterday against BCG for such a dominant game with Simple's AWP. It hasn't necessarily had it a whole lot. Here comes a quick A play for Heroic. Just going to get through that fire, smoke it off, put pressure on Simple and Skulls. The 2 stand-ins delivering straight away is Skulls. Simple peeking out for the fountain, drowns out this round from Heroic. And that 4th round is here for FaZe.
Okay, a little bit of a reprieve for FaZe. Heroic out of the timeout changed things up. They want to go for a pace change and catch FaZe completely off guard. But it's just worked the other direction. Where Heroic has defeated FaZe throughout all this is these mid-round moves, players being aggressive, making plays around smokes. FaZe handled the rush with no issues.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very happy with the setup they had deployed there in terms of dealing with that A rush. And it's also important that FaZe didn't lose too many players here because their money's still not in a great spot. If you lose a couple of players in this round and you still win it, you may have a couple of expensive rebuys. It leaves you weak. So some damage here for Sampaius could be huge, but he isn't going to grab much. So 4 plays stay out for FaZe to recover the money going into the last round of the half.
AWP is going to cover. Any kind of dark peek coming in, but nobody from FaZe wants it.
Here comes Youngstar. Around the corner, Skulls going to pick it up. Youngstar going down. So the opening kill once again found by Skulls towards A main.
That felt lazy. That felt forced. Utility being spent, but no pressure being applied behind it. Using this utility to pull a 3rd defender to the A bomb site, and that's going to give the space to X-Floud to push forward. So a player in an advanced position, they can pivot around in the middle of the map.
It's a double setup in connector right now as well for FaZe.
But finishing at the B bomb site, which has been a weakness all the way through this half.
25 seconds. Will time be their friend here, FaZe? Carrigan going down. Frozen trying to step up. He gets into the B main position. Takes some of the control back. And with him playing his life, X-Floud can't really get rid of him. Smoke is going to come up.
Yeah, but this is a really nice position and play from Frozen. It's eating a smoke away. Oh,
nice
good
shot.
pick. Yeah, Simple, a little bit too committed. Before the retake was ready, Frozen's got 1.
And Sampaius goes back to cover off Khan and Lige. Offered up, Skulls to fall next. And a 1v1 for Sampaius. This is for the 4K. He knows exactly where his victim is. Frozen trying to come through. Has to walk into the scope. Has to walk into the Spanish sniper, and he can't get past him. Heroic have an 8-4 lead as they look to try and even out the map score here in Dallas.
LNZ has to be passive. Has to respect the smoke.
And they might just walk right into him here.
Oh, it looks like they want to split.
In the gap. LNZ is going to take the first headshot. Looking for a second. Skulls has to trade it and does so. Now Carrigan applying pressure as Tanier is moving in towards him. Carrigan taking a few steps back. And oh, the fight. He does a lot of damage, but does not come out on top of the fight against Tanier. Here's the wraparound for the rest of the FaZe players, but a turn back from Youngstar. Sampaio stepping up alongside of him. And Youngstar with one hell of a pistol round secures 3.
It looked like FaZe got everything they wanted, and they never knew that Heroic had stacked the B bomb site right out of the gate. 3 defenders there.
Well, Simple was about to flash his teammates into Con. Youngstar's going to get caught by it. Carrigan on the chase down, gets the double kill. So that is the exact maneuver FaZe had in mind.
Yeah, Carrigan double opening wasn't on my list of things to change the energy, but it might just do it because he added a third on top, and Simple's like, I want the kills.
The only one that can stop him.
This is my party. I'm the one coming back. I get the frags. You don't.
Stop being the GOAT. Carrigan with 3 kills picked up. Great work. That's the round done off the back of that. Simple flashed him in. 4 M4s, 1 for Mas. Youngstar going to flash himself. That's a wild maneuver.
It is a bold play on such an important round, but they're obviously hoping that the A push is going to be able to join up with it. Success on one side activates the other side.
Well, it hasn't worked out. And at 2v4, still a shot at pulling this back, but you need a big individual step up from one of these players. And Tanier, he's got his first kill on Carrigan, and now you give Sampaio a shot at this. He's had a great map so far, 13 and 5. This is not done yet for FaZe by any means.
Yeah, I think that's maybe a mistake from Carrigan. He might want to have that one back because I think he was just wanting the information, but he's not too often that he has a hot hand.
Well, here comes the util to try and heat things up for Sampaio.
Miss Molotov.
Molotov is missed. He goes to the site instead of onto the bricks, and so Sampaio is going to be taken down by Simple, so that problem is out of there. Tanier all the way over on the beach, and FaZe now a 3v1 post play.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's not often that Carrigan feels like he's got a hot hand and wants to go for a heat check, right? That seemed like a fight that you didn't really need to take. As the IGL, you find the position of one of the 2 players, which is fading shortly. Skulls, Elige, Simple, and Carrigan outside of the A bomb site, but with this push, information is there. There's going to be 4 defenders here, but remember, it's weakened weapons.
Now the AK now arriving. Skulls is going to get ready to go into a main. Sampaio is crossing into the open. Skulls has got the first. Elige cleaning up on the follow-up. And Tanier's AK needs something unbelievable from Cake. And he's got 1. And a second picked up. But that's all Tanier can muster. Youngstar's flank beams. Spotted. Simple gets back to it in the end. And FaZe lose 2 players, but gain a 7th round win.
Yeah, all good. Good. I mean, Heroic, they do everything you could ask of them. They do everything right in that round. Gather the information safely. They have a flank coming in. But just as you're transitioning with 4 players at that A bomb site, not a lot of good places to stand. With 3 straight rounds for FaZe. All back in the hands of Sampaio. He's got that in middle, and he wants the challenge. He'll get it, and he'll win it.
All funneled through 1 main choke point.
It's bold. There's a good defense here as well.
Smoke goes down, but there's a gap for them to use as they flood out of the left side into the jail. Leash going down. Youngstar picking up Frozen and Skulls. Not enough done here. Only 1 kill. Carrigan can't clutch it on his own. And it's a pretty weak round for FaZe, cleaned up by Heroic to push them up to 11-7.
Yeah, a little bit of a change of style themselves, FaZe. Another lurk smoke chucked out. Carrigan gets against the wall.
He's just going to go. He's going to go right into the smoke. Round the back. They're not looking. Carrigan gets 1. Really hoping for a second there, but doesn't take it away. At least the numbers are even. It gets to the alarm system going, and now FaZe know they've been flanked out. 25 seconds, limited time. FaZe have to commit into the site. Heaven smoke in at the right time. LNZ peeks before it. Gets a lineup on the Skulls, but no kill. As a sweep backs away, he's going to get in behind that Heaven wall. We've got a 4v4 retake going down here.
Look at the health on FaZe, though. They're all tagged up. These can be some pretty easy mop-ups. Simple with the op could be a deciding factor, but he's only got 6 HP.
We need Elige to step up as well if you want FaZe to win this 8th round, and he's going to be playing under the bricks. Youngstar moving into the site. Quick kill on Skulls. Follows up on Elige. Down to just 2. Simple's up, the only weapon left. As Sampaio makes sure there is no heroic play from Simple Sniper. We are looking at map point on Anubis here for Heroic.
You'll have to stay alive with Tech 9s, but X-Flout has already made that difficult. Another push, a double kill.
Well, that's it. Heroic have the perfect position to close out this map now. LNZ into the open in mid. A double kill, a Simple and Frozen both go down, and Tanier has locked in Elige. He's got this headshot right to the back of the head eventually. It's going to be body shots. Doesn't matter. Same result.
Kill. He's done it.
He's done it, in fact, and so have Heroic. They've tied up the series. It all comes down to Mirage. The pistol kicks off with LNZ with some utility in his back pocket. He's going to be positioning early towards the B bomb site. Currently Carrigan there solo. The closest rotation is Frozen. He can come back and help him from short side, but it's all about the mid-aggression from Elige. Searching for some early information. Spots one player at the T apartments, but looking to go forward. Carrigan is going to just send one right between the eyes of LNZ.
It allows him to hold on to his smoke. He's like, there's no danger, and there's Frozen chiming in. Bomb is all the way towards the B bomb site, and Skulls has a headshot in. All right, FaZe coming in with some precision on the pistol.
Yeah, this is a clean pistol round for sure. Youngstar and Sampais now stepping forward, looking to take some fights. It's eventually one going in the way of Heroic. Youngstar to drop. Skulls can get Simple as well. He's going to move in towards him. He does take Simple down, so now a 2v3.
Oh man, after such a hot start, FaZe has just given up 1v1 duels over to Youngstar. He's taking complete advantage of this. Now a bomb plant can come in. There is a flank from Elige, so going to be a very tough round to win, but the plant is better than they probably expected in the 2v5.
Yeah, it looked like it was about to be a clean-cut victory for FaZe, but back on, and Sampais, he's even going back to consider this. He's going back to consider Elige. Youngstar's got another headshot in the meantime. Elige does win it, but Youngstar's got to do it all on his own. Carrigan low. Youngstar waits on default. They jump up. They clear him out eventually. Well, that could have been a lot cleaner from FaZe. Youngstar makes it messy. Flashes into the sky. They ran on in. As Heroic look to penetrate the A bomb site. They populated already. Here goes X-Flood chasing down Simple. Can't get away. The MAC-10's got two. Elige and Simple both fall within seconds. And this A bomb site is in control of Heroic.
Oh, now the MAC-10 close up. This can chew Carrigan up, but a pre-fire around the corner. 3-on-3 now.
It's going to get the upgrade as well into the rifle. The retake still on, but Youngstar looking sharp to kick off Mirage.
No kits.
Taking their time at CT spawn. Time that they do not have. X-Cloud covers from Connector, and they realize FaZe can't win this. Skulls will back away with Frozen.
What happens after that? What's the long-term plan? Do we have a long-term plan yet? Are we seeing what happens at the major, and then we can develop one?
Wait and see.
Yeah.
Well, let's wait and see how this goes down as FaZe going to buy back again. It's 5 rifles. Carrigan has the AUG. At least the scope in action. But look at Sampais. He's creeped out of A ramp. He's got up to Tetris. No barrel spotted on the peak, but it doesn't matter because Tanier has him covered.
That's such good coordination as well. Just as you're making your move, the ramp player pokes his head up to cover you. Another Molotov in towards jungle. Another smoke at Con. FaZe is kind of locked out of this retake until that kill comes in. Well done from Frozen. Now they can give it a chance, especially with Elige, who's got a great jump on this flank. It's so good that he can even spend the extra time going through Palace, which nobody has eyes on for Heroic just yet, and the bomb is not planted for them. They've actually outpositioned themselves away from the bomb plant, which is at default.
Well, there's a kid on the back of Carrigan. Smoke has wanted to play here for Frozen onto that bomb. If Carrigan just gets on it, they've got the round win.
What the hell?
Oh, complete miscalculation, misplay from Heroic. Planting the bomb on default and finding themselves in positions.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where's the siren?
Let you know. Well, they could respond and just get the round victory, Jason.
Yeah, they could.
That
and
could help.
It'd be really nice for them if they're able to just put that one behind them really quickly with the round win here. Now, the nice thing for them is even after that loss, look at the money. They've still got another buy built up behind this one if they are to lose 2 in a row. So Heroic in a pretty good position. Oh, and Simple's not. Oh, Nate out. He has no idea. He's dead for free. Frustration going to show on his space.
Skulls trying to pull it back, but he just can't get it. It doesn't look good from Skulls whatsoever. FaZe down 2 players, make it 3. Elige trying to step up, but when you don't have enough teammates, it's impossible for Elige to do everything.
I mean, when the first kill comes out like that, when it's free, and the whole defense crumbles after it, that's like the first brick falling. And it's so hard for the rest of the defense to get lined up when that kill just happens so quickly.
They realize what they're up against. They just don't want to walk into a stack. They don't want to be caught by any traps. There's the 1 kill from Simple off the goose egg. LNZ to take Frozen off of the ledge here. Oh, gets caught in the window. Another kill for Carrigan. Another follow-up from Skulls, and all of a sudden, FaZe have the player advantage. 45 seconds left. Sampaio looking to get through into the site. Elige's flank is coming soon. If they can buy enough time, if they can stay alive and keep the pressure on, then Elige could deliver something beautiful from behind here.
Bombs down. In halls.
Oh, that's huge. They have to come back to him. And Elise now realizes this. Better weapon on the crowd. Goes for the kill. Oh, he sees the follow-up. Sampaio now in the clutch. Looking to bail them out of a pit of despair again. Sampaio with 25 seconds left. Remember, has to go back and get that bomb. And Simple doesn't budge. Doesn't give him a chance. Don't give him an opportunity to win this on elimination. And that is what he has to do now because there's no time to get that bomb back. Has to go for kills. Jumps into Simple, and Elige is long gone. They've won the round here, FaZe. A ridiculous one to pull out of the hat, but one they desperately needed.
They haven't got that win that lets them feel like they're in control.
God, if you keep piling on the pressure here, FaZe, and Heroic and their inexperience keeps making mistakes in a crucial game for survival here. Simple can start to warm up as well. And he's got a double inside a connector. 4v3. Youngstar slips out into the site. Very aware of the possibility that Skulls could be playing under the wood. He's going to have his crosshair position right there. Does Skulls ever step into the open?
Oh, what a tease on this X-ray.
Simple rotating over towards CT. Near to drop Carrigan on the B-bomb site. Youngstar moves forward. Skulls goes down. And all of a sudden, it is Heroic with a player advantage again. Simple blinded, held back at CT spawn, but you need impact out of the Simple op. He's given you 2 so far in the round, but you need more. Sustains damage in the fire.
I think they might be saving.
And I don't think they can win this. Yep, they're realizing they have no kits, they have no utility, and Simple took too much damage, so it's a back away call. It's into the save. And Tanir could actually hunt them down and remove everything from their hands regardless. Frozen to fall. Simple's AWP up next. Grenade goes in. That'll do it. Surely no. Suddenly no damage done. Simple still under pressure though. And eventually that AWP is ripped from his hands. And even though they make the safe call, they don't even get that mercy.
Heroic have to love how this half has been playing out. The performances they're getting. I mean, yeah, they've had some of those crushing mistakes. And that's maybe the idea that Saul's thinking right now. If we just didn't play 2 stupid rounds, we could be dominating.
Oh, here comes the execution. Carrigan close up. We've seen him have some big rounds of 5-7s, but it won't be happening here. It is instead Frozen who drops down and steps up. Elige and Frozen with 5-7s combined. That's nasty. Another round for FaZe, one with pistols, and they're just staying in it. They're just staying in this first half, and Heroic have to sustain another frustrating round loss.
That's where you see the head shake just come out, is like, okay, we've lost a round where we planted the bomb and we worked ourselves out of the round. We've lost 2 force buys now. This is the second one they've lost in this half. I don't know how FaZe is hanging on like this. Heroic have some options, though, with this opening default. Sampaio and X-Cloud at top mid, they're unharassed. They get some passageway, some room to work with up catwalk. Tanir's coming through the underpass, so once they gain mid control, they have some options. Do they want to throw a fake execute at the B-bomb site, try and go up connector? How do they want to play this? Carrigan's still waiting. Good shot from Sampaio, and now they move, and Carrigan's got to change.
Oh, he's going back to look at short. Simple's got the leg shot. Oh, Carrigan's giving up the angle. He's going to throw the smoke. Youngstar's in front of it. Youngstar's in front of it. Oh, it's Frozen going down. Carrigan dropping into the bomb site. It's Youngstar to unravel their dreams. FaZe unable to follow up again. Simple shadow detected. Tanir's got him locked in. Knows exactly where Skulls is. Can't close it out on his own, but the round's done.
They're just giving so much freedom up to Heroic. Like, Sampaio being able to walk up catwalk and take that peek into the A-bomb site. The timings for Carrigan couldn't have been worse, but obviously he moves too because of the pick.
And none of these rounds have gone FaZe's way when they've had the guns back out, but they do their best work with 5-7s. Here's the Deagle for Simple. Quick headshot, traded out by Tanir.
Nice quick trade. Only one player at this A-bomb site. I don't think Heroic's going to give FaZe the time to rotate over. Carrigan doing his best. Oh, good kill.
Told ya.
All right.
Here's the AK. Now he turns back. Couldn't get the rifle picked up and couldn't find a follow-up, but Elige is up next. And through that jump goal smoke, he will creep. Oh, Sampaio is so paranoid about the smoke itself.
It's got to be an awkward position to have the op, especially when that fade's going to get out of it entirely.
Yeah, get out of there. Elige never took his opportunity.
And now I think the moment has passed. The window of opportunity for FaZe has gone away because now all the fights are going to be at range. You do have an AK-47. You've got 2 smokes and a Molotov. All 3 players at ramp.
But you got no kit. You got to move quick. Sampaio Spots out the knees of Elysian. Eventually will cut them from beneath it. Elysia's gone in. Skulls with the AK. There's their last-ditch effort, their last hope. He goes into the open, eventually taking the fright. Frozen's got a kill on the defuse. It's a stick. It's a full stick, but LNZ has got it. He'll make sure there's no heroic round from FaZe again. Carrigan waits within the sight. FAMAS ready to go. He's got the first, couldn't capitalize on a second. And Youngstar is just doing whatever he wants, running through, getting picks, Tenier to follow up.
And Heroic just had so much success in middle and at the A bomb site throughout this half that there's no way FaZe can read like to add an extra player over towards the B defense. Carrigan just in such a tough situation.
Well, 2v3, they'll give it a good go here, but they're locked out. They're both coming in through short. Sampice has the scope up. He's going to miss his shot, but Tenier won't. Frozen pin. He'll step out into the open. This is the map, the deciding one of who is going into the final game of groups and who is heading home here in Dallas. And right now, it's Heroic in control.
Catwalk as well if the split makes it. Your three defenders at A are now smoked off of information. They can't see any progression up Catwalk, and there's xFloud with one traded off.
Yeah, but Tenier is still able to follow up, and Simple is in the ground.
That's through the smoke, man.
Yeah, LNZ gonna win in the B bomb site. Great shot from LNZ, eventually taken down by Carrigan as that plant is secure, but Sampice running him down. Elige covers off the planter and makes sure that this is looking good for FaZe still. Elige with the Julies, with a 3K in the round. It is on Tenier, who is on a heater, but Carrigan cools him off, at least for the first round. That's both pistols now for FaZe. Win this follow-up.
Yeah, you lost the second round in the first half. That can't happen here.
Anytime that FaZe had rifles, they lost rounds. We're unable to win anything when they had a buy.
Yeah, hold the phone, hold the phone. A little bit of aggression, but spray down through the smoke is perfect.
Yep, Carrigan and Simple combine all 3 kills in top mid.
We talked about it during halftime, waiting for us to come back. We were like, did they win any gun rounds in the first half? They won 2 low buys. They won the pistol. That was 3 of the 4. The one gun round they won was that 3-on-3 retake where Heroic planted the bomb at default and then played Con in jungle and couldn't stop the defuse. That's the only gun round that FaZe have won on this map so far. Crazy to think about.
Gonna change that in the second half, obviously, and xFloud's gonna wait down in the underpass. Eventually, we'll walk into Elige, who didn't spot him, actually. xFloud gets a little bit of space and time to work with. Uh-oh.
Knife.
Hello, Elige.
Knife.
Goodbye, Elige. And yep. God damn it.
You see him in the camera shot as well. He's like, oh, this dickhead came middle.
He's just nice.
Can somebody handle him for me? So bringing the rest of FaZe over to him, but now with this catwalk push from Heroic's defense, oh, there's a trap set up. This could be a slaughter. Oh.
Frozen gets boosted atop his teammate's head, and that trap is laid, and it is executed upon. Tenier with a double kill. Elige fighting forward. Simple burning, getting out of Con just in time. He's going to go back and try and punish Tenier. In the meantime, Elige has got his kill on the A bomb site. He's doing his job very effectively, and he's come back to try and help. But LNZ is going to back away and not give him the shot.
Yeah, he knows. He's got to know Simple's op is holding him. Elige's going to come back. But remember, there's Youngstar still sitting in the cubby this whole time. He hears the footsteps. They don't expect it. Oh! No, the dropping headshot. A chance.
He's still got away with it, but remember, xFloud's still here, and they're not looking for him. He denies it. Plant is gone. Simple in the clutch. 20 seconds left. And the limited time is likely to cost him.
He's got to save. He has got no health. He's not going for this.
He has to try and retreat, and he's got out of the window. That's the way out of here. Simple not spotting out his opponent in the connector. Youngstar's pushed up all the way into ramp. Oh no, he has just been a real nuisance, a real threat. A thorn in the side of FaZe all day long. And he looks to be that again. Can Elige clear it? He goes to the peak, and Youngstar goes down. Elige to step up and give FaZe the opening kill of round 17.
And nothing really spotted except for Elige, so no information gathered. The defense doesn't budge. They still stand pat with 2 players at the A bomb site. Hits coming in. You can see Sunpius has gone passive with the op, no utility. xFloud going to try and do something. Commits himself into a 1-for-1.
Well, they're trying to bait the shots out of Sunpius, but they can't do it. He will penetrate straight through Elige. LNZ in mid. Carrigan's got the lurk. He's got the kill, but is he ready for the second? He couldn't get his crosshair back in time. Now the leap, the last-ditch effort. It's Simple and Skulls, the stand-ins to step up.
There's the first from Simple. Tenier's going to come in, 22 kills and 2 to find.
Can Tenier topple the 2? He looks up to Simple on top of Tetris. And Tanier looking towards Skulls. He has the position of the remaining two players, but can he do anything about it? Can he win this for Heroic for double figures? Such an important round for FaZe, and it falls to Simple. Tanier up against him, and he's got it! He's got the clutch! And that might just break FaZe here on Mirage. Another heartbreaker for FaZe. Response required, and they're going to try and do it on the A-bomb site. Here come the smokes. Now here come the players. Frozen going to be held back at Palace. Once again, it's Unleashed to step up. Skulls gets cleared out. It's going to be xFloud 2 from Sandwich. Carrigan keeping FaZe even. Frozen left on 1 HP. And all three remaining players from Heroic coming in through CT spawn. Simple's got 1 kill back. LNZ gone. Carrigan extremely vocal as that plant is coming down. Tanier, the Titan of the last clutch, he does it again. It's Simple gone. And now Carrigan and Frozen 2v2, and Frozen barely alive. Carrigan only with a Tech 9. It's the final beats of the heart here of FaZe in Dallas. Lose this round, and recovery is incredibly unlikely. Tanier spots out Frozen. Carrigan waits. Oh, the defuse. It's tapped, it's not stuck. Carrigan moves into the open. Important headshot, but now it's about the clutch. Carrigan needs to be the king of the clutch, and he's got it! The headshot, and he'll keep FaZe going at least for a little bit longer.
3 players in middle for FaZe. Nobody challenging. There's an aggressive push in Palace from Youngstar.
Well, that's canceled out as Frozen is ready for it.
Last 3 rounds, all the openings have gone to FaZe. They've been able to get the first kill in each and every round in this little bit of a streak to either have a chance to win or keep the weapons. And I'll tell you what, they've made the right gamble. They're in the right place at the right time.
Simple's off, getting blocked by the flash. Skulls gets a double. Essential double kill there from Skulls. Peppering down some pies to the back of triple, and it is FaZe going to 9.
You know what? Shout out to Skulls. For as many kills as he's missed that he should have had that would have been hugely important, these 2 kills right here might make up for a lot of those. Because Simple was 100% dead, completely blind. Previously, he lost out in a duel to Frozen. It's Skulls this time at A. Sunpai is going to get his chance, and the Simple jiggle peek isn't quick enough.
Yeah, Simple goes down. Minute 5 seconds left.
Money for FaZe is perfect.
And Youngstar is still moving forward. He could catch them if the bomb comes back towards him. If it goes through T apartments, but it's not. It's going into the underpass.
Well, that's unfortunate for Youngstar. He might actually just work himself out of position, although
he could just work himself behind Carrigan. Yeah, this could be still perfect for Youngstar. He's going to find a kill. Carrigan not checking this. So Youngstar creeps in behind him. Oh, if he's patient.
Yeah, but if they come out from underpass and spot him, okay, there's the kill. But now they know Youngstar can't peek down middle. Frozen and Unleashed still okay. Cautiously going to jump up. And there's Skulls bringing one back. He needed that one too, but can't get it.
30 seconds. 2v4. FaZe in search of series point. Heroic to tie the game up again.
Another chance for Skulls to step up in an otherwise abysmal map.
Well, Frozen's going to set him up with flashes. Oh, doesn't spot out xFloud. He's very unlucky not to see his shoulder that pinned down in CT. Heroic taking their time, staying composed in this retake. Frozen getting into the smoke right beside Youngstar. They trade position. Youngstar into the open. Skulls gets nothing, but it's Frozen needing a miraculous clutch from the ramp. Okay, Frozen. Is this it? And it's denied by the grenade.
There's no time, no time. He's done
Oh my God, Frozen! That is so ridiculous!
Run, man. Let's go.
That is a huge round. It's map and series point, and another PS round, Jason.
The miracles for FaZe just keep on coming. They've got plenty in the back pocket still. A 1 versus 4 for Frozen. And Heroic, just write a list. Write a list of the rounds you've lost in this game. It is going to be a horrible thing to look at.
Dude, what is it with this position? What is it with A-Ramp in these post plants? LNZ pushes up into the apartments. The smoke to try and sell the fake, but LNZ gets detected. Carrigan rips his head off. FaZe Clan looking to stay alive in Dallas. xFloud to trade out on a leash.
FaZe would close out this map on a 6-round streak. It's been a complete collapse from Heroic. An 8-2 run in this second half. Leaning towards middle again. The trap they've set up in the mid-round has worked a number of times, but this round, they back away from it. They spot the jump. Somehow, Skulls gets away from danger and shuts down Tanir.
Karrigan dodging bullets, ducking and weaving, missed shot from Simple, taking damage, tries to 360 back into it, couldn't collect it, but Karrigan will.
25 kills in the first map, 20 on the third, and deciding Karrigan is a beast.
But Supplies realizes it's the B finish. He tries to get back here in time.
Do they not hear this?
Sampaio trying to plug the gap. They don't check him. Somehow silently getting into the site. Sampaio keeps Heroic alive.
How did they not hear it? How did they not hear the run behind the smoke?
I have no idea.
He dropped the smoke himself when sprinted to bench. I thought for sure they would have had that intel.
Karrigan will be the lone wolf making his way through middle. Trying to get to connector. But here comes the final play of regulation. It's Simple to open up, but it's Sampaio and Youngster to shut the door on them. It looks like we've got overtime. This game will not be settled in regulation.
Elish still alive though, he can change this.
Not alive for much longer, it's all Karrigan, and there's no way he can do it. It's overtime as Heroic stay in it.
Sampaio has a pair of awesome rounds to end this. The double kill over at bench previously.
Tanir, he lets one go by. Lets one go by. He's going to take both. Silences Elysian Skulls. Great discipline from Tanir. A level of comfort despite his lack of experience. And he'll step up with a double, no problem. Sampaio to follow up. And a worrying sign to kick off overtime here for FaZe.
Yeah, you do like to see that though from a young player like Tanir. Is that willingness to go for those kinds of a play in overtime, those kinds of decisions, putting yourself in that kind of a scenario where you can win the round for your team. 29 kills on Tanir.
Sampaio was the player finding impact for his squad. He's the reason we're here. And he's going to go into Palace, and he's going to get stopped by Simple this time.
Very quick shot. Nice angle taken from Simple very, very quickly, looking for a follow-up push. Heroic's going to be happy to just smoke it off, plug the choke point, and forget about it for a little bit. And Tanir still keeping up with this aggression. Going to push as the smoke fades. Might find Karrigan around the corner. I take that back. It's Karrigan, who's still on point.
Oh, straight out of the timeout, straight into a two-man advantage. You can't let this one go if you're FaZe. X-Flood's going to go into the underpass.
There's a minute.
A little bit of active play required, and Elish is going to detect that move.
I was going to say, a minute and 10 seconds is early to make any kind of an information play if you're Heroic, and you could see the slowdown from FaZe. They're just waiting to exploit it. Elish does just that. Flashbang towards middle. Karrigan going to get dropped, but spots both.
Yeah, fantastic info. He can quickly call his teammates to move into the A-bomb.
We hear it in the studio. He's yelling. Yeah. He ain't calling it calmly.
It's intense. A lot of intensity to get into the overtime.
Now, they should go for this 2-on-4. You're in overtime. You won the first round of OT. You've got plenty of money. So even though in regulation you'd likely save in this scenario, you're at least going to try here. Flank coming in from Youngstar. That's going to be through Palace, so LNZ's on his own for quite some time, which leaves him susceptible. And now just the one. Ninja really, I think, is the only option.
And it's not allowed. Skulls is going to watch Palace. Getting up towards connector. The grenade going to clear it open. Spam down. Elish wins it. X-Flout gone. A great opening move from Elish.
Yeah, but the bomb. Skulls has the bomb. Oh, no. I thought he committed in through. It looked like he was stepping through the smoke. Simple's got one more up towards Catwalk.
Yeah, then point kill there from Simple, but he goes in again, and this time Tanir's ready for the repeat, and Simple goes down. So it still is the advantage for FaZe, but they've lost the connector. Sampaio has taken it back.
It's a moment of weakness right now for FaZe as they readjust on the map. So there's a lot of time. Elish. Okay, good kill. One more coming, and no, couldn't pull the trigger fast enough. 3-on-2. Youngstar, Tanir. And they're going to start working their way around. Youngstar a ticket.
Yeah, bomb coming back in towards the A play. Youngstar's going to get over here towards ticket. You noted some of his nervous energy earlier on from this position. He needs to step up and be steady here.
There's no smoke for Khan.
Misses the flash. Quick headshot onto Skulls though. And yet Karrigan realizes no smoke. He means he has to plan very carefully. And he'll get that bomb down. So a 2v2 retake required here for Heroic.
Yeah, but Youngstar doesn't have the information of where they move to post-plant. You can kind of call it out, but you can see a Molotov has to be spent, used deep towards the back box is the default spot.
Well, Tanier has been a bit of a Terminator so far. 30 kills on his name, but he's gone, and so Frozen asked to clutch again. Youngstar gets inside of the smoke. It's a stick. It's a full stick. He's just going to hold it. Oh, the knife is out and he's got it. He just sticks it inside of the smoke. That is a ridiculous round that he just pulls out of the hat.
Just right in front of Frozen's face, who cannot believe it. He's stunned. No indication yet of where Heroic want to finish. Patient as they take the mid control, see if there's going to be a response.
Despite low HP, Elish still getting one, then gets toppled, but he gets info. He knows two players boosting up. Sampais, though, stopping Frozen. FaZe fall to 3 players.
Too many gifts given over at the wrong moment. Youngstar still waiting in Palace, looking for an A-split finish.
Carrigan looking to lay down the law top of Con. The utility coming out towards him. Carrigan steps into the open, but it's no kill. It is a Sampais shot that lands right where it required to be, and it's now Simple left and 1v3 on the other side of the map, and we have not seen the Simple from the first 2 days today in this series. There is no sign of magic. There's no hope. Simple will take a step into the connector, and it's not going to end up any closer to a FaZe victory. It is map and series point all of a sudden for Heroic. Frozen, forced down by the fire. There's 2 players under the wood right now. They haven't got any of them. It's going to be Frozen coming in with 1 pick, but remember, Skulls is undetected. And now they know he's down. Simple one shot back through the smoke. FaZe up a player. It's chaos inside of the smokes in the A-bomb site, but Sampais is trying to make sure it happens, but it's Simple who thrives in chaos. Sampais goes into Con, and FaZe are not dead yet.
Yeah, they're going to survive that one. What a sequence from Simple. That time, he's not going to wait and let the plays come to him. He's going to go seek them out, jumping on top of Ticket. Round 30.
Oh, Sampais to bring Elish down. And so in this final round of overtime 1, FaZe must convert a 4v5 to extend play.
But during all this time, Heroic just clearing things out, taking control, making sure there's no CTs advanced over in ladder room. Tanier's in a great position in window room. LNZ lined up very close at Con. Heroic have the entire map. Any option they want is available.
Oh, Tanier through the gap. Youngstar out of Palace. Tanier is around the back, but his knife gets caught. Frozen brings him down, so still a little bit of hope here for FaZe.
Carrigan needs 1 and a survival.
But they are on the brink of elimination. Carrigan to go down. X-Floud with 2 headshots. It is just Simple. Upon his return, it looks like elimination in the group stages. It's all about building into the major, and Simple trying to build them back, but it's Heroic to bring the hurt to FaZe. X-Floud stands up and shouts across to the other side. We knew it was going to be tough for FaZe. They don't have the magic required.